chelas, chingando tacos, picking on stove, Chicano shuffle, all kinds of masa. Bernie's all nervous, give him a beer. Chicano shuffle, Esteve's an asshole, just lost some fans. Oh well, tough shit.
Oh shit.
Chicano shuffle, Ramon's el guapo, he tells good stories. Let's interrupt.
We will.
Chicano shuffle, we love our fans. We hope you like this. If not, oh well. Welcome back to another episode of Chicano Shuffle. This is Ramon.
Stabs.
Fernando.
What the fuck, Says? What the fuck was it there?
No, I was admiring the roll in your tongue when you said Ramon.
Fuck. It sounded like you were like, Stabs.
No, I was just
Todo
thinking
pinche.
like, that was pretty dramatic.
Todo fucking monotone and shit. Ramon.
Pareces pinche gatito.
I'm excited.
Are you? What's up?
Nah, nothing, man. It was just, it's been
Did you go to Vegas buffet again? Okay.
No way. It's been a good week. It's work hasn't been that bad. It's a little there's little moments
Yeah.
where they're a little, frustrating, que la chingada, but luego se pasa, güey.
Yeah, no.
You know, it's like it's like the monotony
Yeah.
of every day. But I always look forward to our show.
Yeah.
You know, because I get to tell todas las pendejadas and all the shit that
Yeah.
happens to me,
Yeah.
man.
You're like, lookout weekend, here I come on Mondays. On Mondays.
So the funny shit about this is that yesterday, well, like, that Mija's training for the marathon, right?
Yeah.
All right. So yesterday they had a train up in Dodger Stadium.
Oh, okay, cool.
Estuvo chingón, güey. So, well, she wanted to go around, pues yo no me iba a quedar de pendejo ahí en la ranfla.
No, you're like, there's a trejos around here.
Yeah. So then there's a guisados actually. So I decided to walk the stadium, darle una caminada and just admire.
The Chavez Ravine.
Yeah, just walk it out. As I'm walking it out, pues, I voy con mi pinche teléfono. I put the Spotify on, put it on the shuffle, güey.
You're wearing your Fernando Valenzuela jersey or what?
No, way, I wasn't. I should have worn. Actually, I have a Raúl Mondesi one.
Oh, shit, Raúl Mondesi.
Yeah, number 43, dude. He was like one of my heroes. Him and Mike Sosha, Mickey Hatcher. Back in the days, el Earl Hershiser.
Oh, shit.
Y pues no se diga el Toro Valenzuela, güey.
Fuck, güey.
El Torito, güey. Ese cabrón was a fucking... I don't know. He was the idol of the Chicanos, the Latinos, the Mexicans, the everything in LA.
Yeah, we made it.
We made it. Fuck yeah, we got somebody there for us. Right? So as I'm walking, contemplating on history, and I'm like, dude, ¿cuánta gente get to fucking do this,
Yeah.
And I'm checking out the views and everything. All of a sudden, man, esta pinche rola. And it fucking took me back to the time we went to go hit up the tacos in Whittier, que teníamos hambre, estábamos un poquito pedos.
¿Cuál de todas?
And I'll remind you, right? So this rola comes on. A ver si se acuerdan de esta pinche madre. A ver.
Oh, shit.
Remember that?
Yeah, I remember this shit.
I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, dude. Luego de repente I just fucking pick up the pace.
So you're driving?
Yeah, no, I'm walking.
Oh, shit.
I'm walking, right?
Yeah, you're like in the movie with this.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Like, you know más?
Oh, shit.
Fuck
You
yeah.
sexy beast.
Hasta I'm shaking the little hips a little bit more,
The curves came out a
Yeah,
little bit more.
fuck yeah. Like, fucking swagging it back and forth. Like,
Oh, shit.
Y de repente, of course, me acordé de los pinches tacos, güey.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, these songs have a tendency to do that.
So that happened. And luego, cuando voy en eso, pues ya ves, my mind starts playing on me.
Yeah.
And then it reminds me when we were fucking in the Lamina, güey. And you were in the front, I was driving, and Fernie's in the back.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know what fucking pinches tacos íbamos. But then remember we rolled up to a light y llegas this fucking little mini truck.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
You know the details. Huh?
He rolls up and he's playing this rola, watch.
Oh shit.
And then so like I remember like shit, we were playing. I don't know what we were playing. So like, fuck, this shit is loud. We look over.
You're like, shit, we're not in the West Side. Let's take Bob Dylan off. We're in East Los, puto.
Fucking, let's cut out Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, no, this is East Los, puto.
So then I fucking look over to the side and he's playing this shit, and it fucking and it's loud.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, me vas a pantallar, puto. So the light turns green.
Yeah.
And we take off. So then I'm like, all right. I gotta fucking comeback roller for him, right?
Yeah.
So we roll up to him and I play this one.
Oh shit! Yeah.
And like, look how weekend, putos.
Oh, look how weekend, fuck.
Yeah, because here we come.
I can fit 10 tacos in my stomach right now, puto. Get the fuck
Tengo
out of
hambre.
here.
Yeah, no.
Hasta la chingada, everywhere.
Yes, okay. I'm kind of hungry,
Yeah. This is the time where the lamina's like $500, but the sound system was $3,000, putos. You know,
fucking had to pull out.
It's the inside that counts, puto. You see that Asher? There's a fucking little woofer in there.
Cuando le subías para que se aflojen todos los tornillos.
So then
that's para despizzar, right? The pinche yonke is $500, but the sound system, puto. You don't know, puto. I got this from Japan, straight.
No idea.
Straight from Kenwood, puto. This is not even out here.
Todavía no sale, güey. This is a prototype.
Yeah, I got this at the fucking in Long Beach at the ports, puto. This shit hasn't even passed customs yet, puto, and I already have it. I already have it in my fucking my Tercel.
Solid high five to the longshoreman.
The one that works once a month. You're the real MVP, puto.
So then the light turns green again. Y ya se va, like,
hey, you notice I'm rocking out?
I know.
I'm waiting for the songs.
So then we roll up, and I remember this fucker had this one on. By the time we rolled up, he had this one on.
Yeah. Oh shit! And
I was like,
that's a good song, güey.
No mames, güey.
Hey, that's a good one, güey.
He brought it.
Hey, güey, este tiene buen repertorio, güey. It's like, fuck. So then I'm like, Fernie starts shaking his elbows. I'm like, hey, wait.
I think he has the four tape deck, güey.
And I'm like, hey, wait, don't fucking let him know we like it.
I can't help it, puto.
So then
you're in the back giving thumbs up.
Yeah, no, Fernando ya está tirando varios at this point.
So I don't know if you guys know, Whittier Boulevard has a shitload of streetlights, way. Y cada una, like you get one, and then the next one is red, and then you get it. It's like no consistency.
They don't want you to cruise there.
I know. So then.
Well, that's the reason people cruise there, because you can stop every block.
Yeah, that's well, they used to. I don't think
so this puto takes off again. So I'm like, I got the next one. Yeah. I'm telling you, esta pinche rola lo va a callar, güey. Lo va a callar. So then I fucking play this one.
Oh shit!
Oh man! Right now, fucking Fernie's
elbows
throwing
up, puto. Elbows up, puto. Did you put lotion in those fucking elbows, man? Don't show them that they're ashy, puto. Que somos hombres.
Fucking Fernie's got the.
Why are your fucking elbows ashy, way?
It looks like you've been riding 8 hangers all day, way.
You can't be throwing Vario with fucking ashy elbows, puto.
Bitchy Fernie's got the knuckle sandwiches.
Yeah, Fernie's ready to fucking throw down.
Like, this is a roll. Fuck yeah, lo vamos a callar este cabrón, right?
It's a jam right there, man.
So he looks so he's like, all right, putos.
Hey, disclosure, it's one of him and 3 of us, right?
And over here, we're all brainstorming.
Yeah.
So then Fernie's like, hey, fucking este puto's got some good jazz. So catch up to him. Let's see what he has next.
Yeah.
So we roll up, and este cabrón is playing this one.
Oh, shit.
And I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm like, we can't use it now.
Because that's the one you were going to play after.
Yeah.
That was like the kill.
And DJ Porkchop had it already.
Yeah, that one was going to be the one that he gives up.
So bajita la mano with like, fucking like whispering and shit. Like, hey, fucking Steph, you got to fucking choose the next one.
Yeah.
Like,
and now it's like, you know what, bro? I don't give a fuck. This song does something to me. All
right. So, he moves on again. And then later we catch up to him, right?
Yeah.
So fucking when we roll up,
fucking
this is a fucking song and Steph decided to play. And let me know. All right, just listen to it.
I don't give a fuck, güey. This song, güey. This song is the shit, güey. Hey, Ramon, I don't give a fuck if he's a cholo, puto. This song is the shit, güey.
Él va a respetar.
Yeah, Fernando, why is my fucking nose white? Why are my nostrils powdery right now, puto?
I'm like, where the fuck did she get roller skates from, puto?
Me and Esteban look like we just had powdered donuts.
Oh, man, this song, man. And then he gave up. I don't know if he was like, fuck these putos.
Estos güeyes se van a violar o no.
Fuck these putos.
Because you turn around and you give them a look like, yeah.
You gotta keep it real, puto. Yeah.
So we fucking, I just
That's
decided
a
to make a
jam.
left turn and not keep up with them
Yeah, we
anymore.
just went to fucking King Taco.
So yeah,
jams, right?
In a nutshell, that's what happened on Saturday. It's just, so I'm like, ya llegué ahorita, and I'm like, I remember this story, so I had to remember the fucking songs.
Yeah.
And shit, so.
Those are good jams, way. They bring you back to fucking cuando íbamos al Quiet Canyon. With your big pen in the pocket, listo para los numbers.
Or si no, íbamos al Florentine Gardens, güey.
Nah, ahí te pegan así, that way. Remember they had this thing, don't go there because they have a syringe, and they just come from the back and they fucking they give you HIV, puto. I was like, I don't want to go there. And Ramos like, nah, güey, there's some shit called the arena, güey, es de ambiente.
Oh, shit.
On Friday nights, güey, it was okay. Yeah, the weekends era otro pedo, güey.
The arena sounds pretty happening, güey, but I don't know, güey, my schedule's booked.
So, the arena, I remember when I was going to college, a friend, they're like, oh, let's go to the arena. It was during the little fucking, the Housers, the deep house time.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, fucking, I go with them, and when I get there, I think it was one of my first times that I would see, not your regular couples, like the gay couples, or the flamboyant ones that really dress, the ones into drag and everything. So that was kind of weird. And he told me, hey.
At the Florentine?
No, at the arena.
At the arena, yeah.
Estaba en Hollywood.
Yeah, estaba in Hollywood. So he's all like, hey, wait.
Okay.
Just so that you know, if you think it's a girl, it might not be.
Well, I got a story for that one.
If you think it's a girl, it might not be. So, just do research.
You're warned.
I'm warned.
You're warned.
So, yeah, anyway, ahí estaba, and it was, that
Tiene
was
fama
cool.
ese lugar.
But, yeah, the thing is that the following day, I think, so that was on Friday night, so I think Saturday nights was gay night, and I think Sundays was Quebradita Gays.
Oh, shit, really?
It was all the vaquero gays and shit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh, fuck, I didn't know that.
Cool, that's pretty cool.
Pues al compa sí le pasó así como dices tú.
Sí,
Ella
güey.
estaba bien entrado, bien agarrado, dancing, güey.
Where was this at?
Ahí en the arena. Estaba bien
He's
entrado.
like, finally, una me peló.
Estaba bien entrado, güey. En fucking el otro
That's
compa.
funny.
El otro compa me dice, es vato. Pero no sabe, güey.
No mames, güey.
Todavía no le rozaba la pierna, güey.
Fuck, güey.
No, way, but it was
Porque
it was
era conocido allí el vato, el pinche.
They already knew him? Es el exótico.
es la rorra del club. So yeah, so
funny.
that was my weekend. Ended up after my fucking power walk at
Oh, you had a brisk walk again?
I had my brisk walk.
Y al buffet.
No, we ended up going to this place. I think it's in Silver Lake or Echo Park. I think it's Silver Lake already.
¿Ya los
Se
dijiste,
llama
Las Vegas Buffet?
no.
No, this is another one.
Se
güey.
llama the Mohawk Band.
Ah, cabrón. We gotta start sending invoices, güey.
I know, right?
Yeah. So what is this place?
Oh, it's a vegan place or something.
No shit. You're
But
vegan?
they got most of it.
Now that you hang out with Felipe Esparza, you're a vegan? Why are your fingers orange, puto?
It's all the hot Cheetos way. So
Baked.
Nah.
Baked, yeah.
This is where my mijas running group likes to go meet up and everything. I guess after a run, they want to eat something healthy and good, right?
Oh, okay, cool.
So I'm like, fuck yeah, go. No mames, güey. Tienen este plato que se llama los huevos divorciados.
Uh-huh.
Son chilaquiles, güey. Fucking con los dos huevos arriba.
So it's a Mexican spot, or they have a bunch of different shit?
It's a bunch of different stuff.
Lo que pegue.
Lo que caiga.
They try different things a ver que pega.
And they have, on one side it has the green sauce and the other side has the red sauce. And then like in the middle, tienen los beans and everything. Y queso, like instead of feta, I think I asked for ranchero.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, but I told them it's got to be queso plus.
It's got to be from a vegan ranchero.
It's got to be Que soplas.
Yeah, si no.
Si no, ni más. Y que sea que soplas
Que
ranchero.
te dicen, no, they're on high demand. We're on the waiting list.
Yeah, we're...
That shit's hard to find right now.
It's hard to find, puto.
No, but we
For some
found
reason,
them.
it got popular.
We found it, and we'll get we have to get and they want to kick if the store wants to get a kickback or whatever. They got to
Didn't they send some merch? We're gonna have some shirts pretty soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got some shirts and
on the way, no?
Yeah, nos van a mandar so just by, because we
merch.
Some official merch from fucking Que Soplas, güey.
Yeah. We don't have a check for you guys, but sell our shirts.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Una micha, güey.
Yeah.
And that's for this Sunday. We're gonna be
it's the Sunday already.
Leo Art Walk coming up.
Oh shit! What time?
February 11th, and we're supposed to be there from like, I think it opens up at noon, but I think we're gonna be there like around 10 setting up.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's noon. This is like noon to 7.
Nice.
You know, so
if you want to roll by, give us $5.
Yeah, just jump off. Check us out.
Vamos a tener la canasta out, güey.
Yeah, right. We're gonna have goodies.
The music case open right there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna have some goodies. We're gonna
sell some shirts for some gas money también.
Yeah, well, fucking, we got like a pallet full of shirts.
Pinche gas está subiendo. What the fuck?
Hijos de la chingada. Hey, this is when the Irby comes into play, güey. Imagínate.
The Irby, yeah.
After we talked about it that one time, fucking all my ads were fucking Irby.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
My ads were some shit too. My ads were that bike that you were saying.
Oh shit. Oh, también.
Yeah, en el teléfono cada rato me salía Irby. I'm like, how the fuck does it know?
He knows everything.
Big Brother's listening.
They are.
Fucking A. So
ya vamos a andar, güey.
Yeah, vamos a estar tirando.
Vamos a tirar
Todo en barrio, on the fucking sidewalk.
over there and like fucking, hey, Chicano shuffle, rifa, putos.
Oh shit, we're gonna get the putazos ready. I'm cool for this shit.
And then we're just gonna run to that guy. No, Che, Chicano shuffle.
We're gonna run to that guy from that story you were telling earlier.
Oh, the lowrider, the mini truck lowrider? Imagínate que vaya a estar ahí, like.
He's probably driving around looking for your ass. Like, I get that puto. I remember what he looks like.
He has his rola queued up.
Yeah, he's like, technology's good now, way. I'll beat you.
Because back then we still had the cassette tapes that would stop at the break.
Fuck, wait, imagine.
The fucking Kenwoods were state of the art, way.
Yeah, dude, I remember I had a cuando salió the N-Dash. Remember the N-Dash? Que salía la pinche, la little...
Pantallita?
Okay, that'll flip around.
Fuck, I think I spent like $2,500 for one there.
Oh, shit.
And it was a Kenwood.
Sí, güey.
And they shipped it from Japan, that's what I knew.
Sí, en el Subaru, que no traía stereo o nada, güey. I bought bocinas.
You did?
El otro compa sold me on fucking buying some subwoofers and a fucking crossover. Todo, güey, compré todo el desmadre, güey. The amp, everything.
Yeah.
I put in the stereo and I put in 2 speakers y me dio hueva. Everything else sat in the garage.
Oh, man.
You still have it?
Por ahí está.
Oh, man. Wait, no.
You should dig it up, dude, and do a fucking raffle.
Es que el compa was like, yeah, you need this and you need a sub.
You need a crossfader.
Like,
you need a capacitor for the amp just so that it can fucking give you clean bass.
Do they still do that, what you think?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure
You know what?
people
I
do
don't think what was I reading?
The good sound was the shit back in the day. Everybody wanted the fucking sound.
What I was reading is, and it goes back
Dino
to this,
Matt, your whole trunk.
You're like, puto, why aren't you fucking tying up that license plate where the rattling's out of control? Get a fucking flathead, way, and tying that shit up, way.
How about you buy a headlight, puto?
fucking just tighten down the dashboard, cabrón. No te cuesta nada.
Yeah, way, that shit would rattle, way.
Yeah. But I don't think what I was reading, and I think it goes back to one of the episodes we might have talked about it, where like this generation is not really into cars or motorcycles.
You don't think so, way?
No.
Yeah, I think so, way.
I don't think they are.
The Subarus, the drifters, all that shit?
No.
That's a little subculture.
That's a subculture.
But I mean, in general,
you're saying cars.
In general, everybody's getting like Priuses.
Instead of buying their car and souping it up or poniéndole el sonido.
Just the fucking the airbags and the like, fucking hydros. No.
All I need is a Prius, bro. Or all I need is a little Corolla. Just to get to work.
Just to get to work. Or
like it's not no pride in the Ramfly.
There's no pride. Like
but what if when we were younger, we were in that niche también, way? That like the people, if you talk to somebody that's in that niche now, they'll be like, nah, wait, well, that's what it is. Maybe we were in that niche too, where the sound system and all that, we were in that community, that environment, that was like very important for us.
Well, because todavía existe. They still have car shows.
But if you look at them, there are people older, they're like in our age, and maybe there might be a very small subculture, like los hijos, or los sobrinos, or los ahijados, or lo que sea.
It's not like a small...
Yeah, but it's not as big as common as it used to be.
Well,
because
I think it maybe goes back to like what we were talking about when they used to cruise on Whittier.
Yeah.
You used to be able to cruise fucking throw up the jams, fucking paradas en la luz, and fucking le subías con todo.
Cars that go.
Le echaba los hydraulics. They stopped all the cruising. Where did they stop?
I don't know, because I think with YouTube, I see a lot of like, you know, like fucking 19, 20-year-olds. And they do a lot of the mechanic work where because YouTube teaches them how to put their fucking turbos and all that.
But it's not. I don't know. I maybe I don't see it.
You don't see it.
I don't see it, but I don't hear it
no,
either.
But I'm saying that he's right. The like millennials, no.
They're not too much. Harley Davidson is hard. I think they're having a hard trouble selling motorcycles.
Yeah, because they're fucking made in China. Well, they don't have that fucking American shit anymore. Yeah.
Well, that's not what I was going with.
But
because I figure the younger generation might not care if it's made in China or not. I'm not quite sure about that. But as far as like, you know, grandparents and the parents big into Harleys or lo que sea, the children now not too much. And they've been having declining sales that they were even changing their logo to capture a younger generation, and it failed.
It's because they like the little cafe bikes.
But
like
you know, exactly.
The older little Hondas.
The Trumps or shit.
They don't like the
two-strokes.
They don't like
remember
the
with the like Winnie Cooper seat.
But you know what? When I was growing up, nobody was into Harleys. They were all into like Suzuki's, Ninjas, and all that shit.
Yeah,
but they were into motorcycles. They weren't. I don't remember in Linwood people saying, "I want a fucking Harley." When they were talking about motorcycles, they wanted a Suzuki, a Ninja, and shit like that.
But they
wanted.
And it's the same shit now.
Yeah,
I don't know. Well,
I don't know. Like.
I think it's shifted. Like I said, now they like the older ones, the little fucking
the
James
cafe
Dean
racers,
ones.
That like, you know, like the two-strokers.
The older,
Los que nomás le das una, like even the mopeds are fucking big.
Yeah. Well,
those old Triumphs, way. Even the new Triumphs, they fucking still look the same like those old ones, way.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's just what we see, but
that's what I'm saying.
There's definitely still like a big community.
If you drive down to like Echo Park or like Silver Lake, pasas son puras little Triumph bikes.
Yeah, well, but look at what you're saying. You're saying Echo Park. Look at those neighborhoods. If you go to Linwood, Compton, they're not. They're riding Suzukis and Ninjas.
No, in the hood, siempre se the fucking rice rockets.
You're saying the demographics. Of course, it matches. A Vespa matches Echo Park, Silver Lake. A Ninja Suzuki doesn't really match.
It's the overall sales that are going down. Not a lot of people. I mean, we might not see it. I don't know where Harley Davidson might sold more motorcycles. Maybe like, you know, in the Empire, or maybe on San Bernardino or the Valley. I don't know.
Yeah.
But their overall sales, at least in California, and I think overall in the United States or something, the prices or the demand for the motorcycles has dropped. So much to the point that I think their bikes are dropping. So I'm gonna wait for the right fucking time.
But I don't think it's a cultural change. I don't think you should blame the youth. I think what it is that
because even the Harley Davidson, como not only have the sales dropped, but for years they brought back. Remember the Sportster?
Yeah.
If you asked any vato, have you seen this pinche Sportster? Porque está barata, you know, like I can afford a little Sportster. They call you a vieja, way, because the Sportster was a vieja bike. Now. Dick, you look, there's like fucking, I don't know, son como 8, 10 different styles of the Sportster.
Yeah.
Que son las que lo compran los jóvenes, güey.
It's not a cultural thing, güey. What it is that everybody's afraid of motorcycles now. You talk to your mom, talk to your girlfriend, talk to people you know, and you tell them, I want to buy a bike. What are they going to tell you?
Yeah, but that's always been the case.
I know, but now it's more. It's like smoking. Now it's more widespread that people say bikes are dangerous. That's why they're not buying motorcycles, way.
Well, and motorcycles was an example. I'm not focusing on the motorcycles. I was just talking about the overall like cult culture or the pride in, you know, souping up your or not only the souping it up, but like, you know, modifying your vehicle. You know, giving it the fucking the details. You know, doing the lowrider paint or putting on the hydraulics, the pinstripes, or even fucking the sound system.
But it's still there.
But the culture's still there, but it's not classics. It's Hondas, it's Subarus, it's the drifters. Down
too. Because that, like I said, like the compa goes to the car shows like every other weekend.
That shit. Go on YouTube. All these guys that are fixing cars have 1 million views. Way.
That's what I'm saying. Well,
it's still relevant. It's just we're not in that way. So it's
because ya pasó like because if you remember, in our tiempos, growing up in the 90s, the sound systems, the fucking hydraulics, the fucking
anywhere you went, whether we were at a restaurant, we were at a family's place, or even at your house, siempre pasaban los pinches carros.
Yeah.
Fucking ibas a la tienda, there you saw fucking a grip load of fucking car, like a car club cruising. fucking dropping it lately, unless I go to like a certain spot that I know que ahí es donde se juntan. That's the only place I see them. But before, I used to see them randomly anywhere.
The sound system, yeah, but customizing your car, it's still really relevant.
But it's not like it was in the 90s, because in the 90s estaba like the lowrider thing was hitting. What? That's been forever.
In the 90s, there wasn't the with the internet. there wasn't that high demand for customizing with turbos. When Superstream became big and they started doing the body kits, that changed the shift.
Yeah, but even so using your Superstreet in the 90s, Superstreet magazine was a good sized magazine. Ahorita parece casi papel, güey.
It's the print way. When I was in the print in the print industry, the declining sales from the internet affects all. But
what I'm saying is same thing. Like all those little, if you're talking about like Hondas and Subarus, all those shops, all the shops that I knew, ya no están.
Internet way, you can't. If you tell me Superstreet is thin, it's not because there's not a demand. It's because everything's.
But
on
a lot
the
of
internet.
those magazines closed down like completely.
Yeah, because everything's online way.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Even they're not online; they closed down.
Yeah, but the demand is online. The demand for that print, Superstreet didn't go thin because nobody's using it.
No, you're not listening to me. It's not online anymore.
The site is
ya
gone.
No está. The company.
That's what I'm
gone.
saying. But you can't say that whole industry is gone. Superstreet is gone.
In that industry. And
Superstreet is estabas exactly.
But
estabas in that industry.
When it went down, and we're talking about what mid 2000? No, before like 2003, ponle.
Yeah.
Dick, and that's when it was going down.
It's still big, man.
It's big,
you
but it's
go
not
on
like
YouTube,
it used to.
You go in your circle.
Look, por decir, si le pones un turbo and it's a certain size turbo, even a little bigger, you have to reprogram your computer todo way. You got to tell it how much fuel it needs, how much air it needs. To do that, you can't do that at home. You need a dyno.
Yeah.
You need to,
You need a shop.
All I'm not.
Those shops, most of them have closed down, or at least in our area.
Yeah.
There's not as many. You have to search now. Like you literally go and find. They don't exist because and
like before you could tweak up, fucking agarramos 3 o 4 cabrones, we get in the fucking alley, sacamos el motor, and we'll mess with it.
They still do that way.
But it's I don't know. I don't see it as much.
I know you don't see it way. That's the point, is that we can't assume that.
Yeah.
We can't assume that because we don't see it. It's not relevant. Right?
Oh, okay. Well,
and you know what?
It's not as big as it used to be.
You know what? I don't mind. Actually, a lot of people say the youth is fucking is it on?
Yeah, it's on.
A lot of people think that the youth is like, oh, it's a fucking like they don't know what they're doing.
No, it's not that they know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing. Where a lot of there's a lot of 17-year-olds, a lot of people that are. Do we have a problem? Okay.
No.
A little volume issue, but
the volume kind of dropped down on us.
There's a lot of 17, 18-year-olds, 21-year-olds that are making a lot of money online. And it's us, our generation, we're not taking advantage of that. But everybody that's making $100,000 a month, not everybody, but a lot of people are youth way.
No, yeah, but you're deviating from what I was saying is that sales are showing that the younger generation is not as much involved or participant as the generation before them or ahead, before them, like their parents or their grandparents.
Yeah.
This generation, the sales have declined on certain models or on certain types. No
les importa as much.
For them, it's not important as it was for us growing up. Yes, this generation is into other stuff. They're more eco-friendly. They're more aware of their environment or lo que sea, or even pricing. They're not going to get into debt because they see how bad debt is or lo que sea. But with us, at least us growing up, maybe we were careless, maybe we were living in the moment, or we were really into this culture or this style that for us, it was important to have a firme ramfla with sound system because that's what you pass by and the girls listen to that, you voltean y terminaban like, yeah. Or like you pulled up to a puto like we did and like we bumped our shit and it's like, oh, fuck. Now, that's not important. Because I'll tell you this much. Yeah. With our kid, she doesn't find that appealing. As in, like I talk to coworkers or whatever, like, or even some of our dispatchers are like, oh yeah, I remember back in the days that, whenever you heard, when you saw a guy rolling down or cruising down the street with the sound system, right away, like, oh man, that's a firme ramfla, or that's a or like, oh man, he's fine, or lo que sea. That has kind of shifted.
Yeah.
Pues por decir, la pinche chiquilla tiene licencia, güey, to drive? She has a driver's license?
No.
Like acá tampoco, güey. She's fucking... Ya,
19?
Ya están pasadas las dos. They're in college. Neither of them care. I think she's mentioned it. Pero no think, Dick, in our times, Dick, a los 16, I need to go get that shit.
Yeah.
I need to go fucking get my license.
It's important. It was some sort of like, it was another stage or another step in your life to like, I guess, to move into adulthood.
Que querías el carro, güey.
Yeah,
you wanted to get to that car.
And maybe in this generation, honestly, not everybody is worried about getting a license. They have to get an ID, of course.
Yeah.
But they don't want to drive. They don't want to. They don't want to deal with the payment, or they don't want to deal with the car, or lo que sea. So that's what I've noticed. Like there's some, there's cars here and there, and LA is full of freaking cars.
And the cultures haven't died. They're just not as big as
they used to be.
As they used to be.
There's not a bigger following. They're still there, and because of the internet, you could see it. But remember, we didn't have the internet, and we saw it everywhere. Mm-hmm. We didn't rely on a TV screen. You didn't have to look it up or anything. You just walked out, maybe went 5 miles or 5 blocks, and you saw it. You saw yourself a lowrider. You saw yourself,
Toyota fucking Supra.
Yeah, or you saw the little the rice burners or the rice rockets or lo que sea. Yeah. You saw that, or you even saw the fixed up, just the freaking the troca or whatever, nice wax, clean, shiny. Fucking detailed down, and then with the nice little sound system. You saw it. You saw it every fucking Sunday when you went to church.
Yeah, el domingo ni se diga, güey.
Yeah, and now you don't see that. I go on Sundays. I mean, I'm saying I go to church.
Yeah,
I pass one.
I go to a certain kind of church because I'm al show.
Yeah, we got to the show. Hey, you know what? Isn't today the Super Bowl?
It is, yeah. It is the Super Bowl.
Hey, this church is important to us.
Yeah.
You guys are important to us.
Yeah.
We're missing the Super Bowl for you.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
But going back to that, like
I don't know. I mean,
I still see some of the paisa trucks.
Maybe because I'm more analytical about things, and it's like you can't just blame like the sales on like that. You have to look at, that's what I just kind of dissect it.
Yeah, but even if you're analytical and you look at the stats, what he's saying isn't wrong. Like all those things have shrunk.
Exactly, but if you talk to everybody about motorcycles, everybody thinks it's dangerous.
But that was just.
But even
example.
motorcycles.
Okay, but that's what we were talking about.
That's an example that.
Okay.
The motorcycle sales have dropped even to the point where Harley is even considered. Not even considered. Harley actually changed the design.
I know what you're saying.
The iconic design to attract a younger buyer, a younger generation.
And why do you think they did that way?
To get more sales, to keep that going.
Okay,
this generation
but why?
Is not into it.
Okay, so why are they attracting the younger audience? Because they still spend money. Why aren't they attracting the people that like you that are passionate about that old culture? Because they know the
millennials. Yes, there's a little study I just saw. Probably a month ago, they don't spend as much money. They have more savings than we used to, like when we were their age.
Yeah, they're spending on fucking an account with
they save, so they don't spend as much as you're saying.
So why? I'm not saying that they spend. I'm saying why is Harley targeting the younger crowd? If you're saying there's still a fucking a diehard our generation following, why not keep targeting that generation?
Because it's like anything. Let's take it theoretically drugs, right? Fucking you have your faithful fucking buyers, but you always want new because estos cabrones, you know how much they're gonna spend.
Yeah,
you know how much they're already into it, and maybe they already have everything that they need. These newer spenders, they're gonna come in, they're gonna try it. Van a agarrar un poquito más. Oh, guess what? I need this accessory now to make this happen. Yeah. That's just with, everything. Yeah. So every new customer keeps the business going and it generates more.
You don't have to work on the diehards as much, right?
Yeah, because the
diehards are already there.
But the diehards know that this is not what it used to be as far as craftsmanship. The youth is not going to care that it's fucking made in China. Your generation is going to care that, hey, you know what? If I'm going to buy a Harley...
Yeah, but earlier you said that the younger generation are buying them because they're made in China. I told you they don't give a fuck about that. The older ones might, and they might even go out the extra step to get the American-made parts that they need.
Yeah,
and maybe they won't spend it on the newer ones because it's from China or whatever. Yeah, or maybe they will because it's a deal. Yeah, everybody has a different sort of pride.
Yeah,
and fucking Chevy buyers también. They're like they it's American-made but with China parts.
Yeah.
So everything is like that, and that might play a role, but I don't think a significant role to actually have the manufacturer change their freaking emblem that they had from the beginning, and it's worldly known, so they could attract new buyers.
Yeah.
You know, that right there, I'm like, oh, fuck. When I read that, I'm like, chinga su madre.
Yeah. It's hard way. I mean, I'm not... It just because in my circle is not happening, I don't really...
Blame the youth?
I don't assume that that's why it is, but you have to really look at the numbers and all that.
Yeah.
But that's just my personality.
But like I was saying, even Harley, if you take Harley, like he's saying as an example, back in our days, I'm telling you that Sportster, a dude wouldn't be caught fucking buying a Sportster or having a Sportster.
Yeah.
And now they have a chingo of different Sportster models where son las que the younger people, those are the only ones they'll buy. They don't buy a fucking big ass fat boy anymore.
Yeah.
So
they also lost the contract to the police to BMW. So I mean, I know they're hurting. They're hurting for a reason. Why did the cops leave Harley? I mean, you gotta see what's going on with that company, way.
Probably, or maybe it's like it could be something so simple as, you know what? Maybe the contract was cheaper. You know, maybe maybe BMW is gonna be like, hey, how much is Harley charging you? Hey, we'll kick you down with this. Plus, we'll give you whoever accepts the deal. You gotta know they always get a kickback.
Yeah.
You know, like I mean, I'm telling you, just with my sponsors, I get a kickback.
Yeah, we know that's true, right?
Which reminds me, we have a sponsor, so I have to I have to plug him in. All right. So
before there's putazos.
Yeah, there's something I don't know if si me oigo bien or no.
No, we just kind of
bien, güey.
Yeah. All right. Maybe you lower my volume so I can't hear myself. Shit. So not too long ago, I was with my compa's brother-in-law, right? He was because he knows that Fernie and I dabbled in the woodworking. Right?
Yeah.
Que tenemos aquí nuestro makeshift little shop, El Clavo, and we haven't been doing anything because times are busy.
Hueva está cabrón.
Yeah, the hueva está cabrón, and then we need time, and then responsibilities están cabrón. So enough about me though. So he wanted me to go with him because he just got a new condo up in the valley. So he wanted to know if I could go with him and help him out with choose the cabinets, and I think he was looking for like a countertop.
Oh shit.
So then we ended up going over here by Huntington Park.
Mm-hmm.
Ahí nos encontramos. I was doing some search, and I found out that there's these two brothers. They have their own shop. Yeah. And they're like, dude, there's a buzz on them. There is a buzz. They're like all the spices around. They're like, hey, estos cabrones se llaman los hermanos Mote.
Los hermanos Mote?
Oh yeah, Mote brothers. Mote, M-O-T-E. Right? So, I go and I walk in with them, and then, el compas, they're like, oh, what do you think of this? I'm like, well, yeah, that looks good, blah, blah. And I saw one of the brothers, so I'm like, hey, ¿qué onda? Ramón, ¿cómo le está? No, aquí con mi compa, que sabe que no, pues bienvenidos, y que la chingada, blah, blah, blah. So we started chit-chatting, and I started telling him, I'm like, I got a podcast with two other putos and shit.
Oh, stay away. No wonder we never get shit from these sponsors.
Chicano shuffle and everything. So I ended up realizing that this compa brought me because he knew I would get him a discount. So it wasn't given to me; it was given to him.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, but at least we got us a sponsor.
Oh, that's good, man.
All right,
that's good.
So here it is: Mote Brothers Kitchen and Cabinets Outlet. Come to the Mote Brothers Kitchens and Cabinet Outlet, where the cabinetry and kitchen business has been revolutionized by these two brothers. They're marble, granite, and slate, all rock hard. They're pine, maple, oak, and cedar. Whichever you choose, you'll love their wood. Guaranteed.
Pareces niño, güey.
Now, we'll put these brothers on the kitchen and cabinetry map. I don't know there was a kitchen and cabinetry map.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
It's a new thing, güey.
Yeah,
it's like map.
But they're up there, because of their, they develop a new type of formica, all right? And it's space age, state of the art. Stain free and smoother than a sax jazz player at the Cougar Lounge. They call it For my camote.
For my camote. Yeah, apparently people in El Paso are pissed that they can't shop.
They can't shop in LA.
The sponsors.
So before I forget, don't forget to visit the Mote Brothers Kitchen and Cabinet Outlet. En Huntington Park.
Oh, in HP?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Ahí por las Lasting, güey.
Ay, güey.
Te pasas.
That's good that the sponsors just follow it.
Yeah. So the Mote Brothers. Oh, don't forget to tell them when you go there, the guys from Chicano Shuffle sent you.
That Ramon sent you.
No, the Chicano Shuffle.
Right away, yeah.
The Chicano
Estos
Shuffle
putos, no sé.
Yeah, no,
They're saying, you know, they might hook you up with a discount or maybe.
Oh, te cobran más.
Oh, shit.
Ay, güey.
I know.
Yeah, your alarm went off, güey.
No. So that was our sponsor, the Mote Brothers. All right. So now going back to what you might call it, we're Fernie and I were talking about. I think we were, and I don't know if you were on the thread. Maybe we kicked you out on this one because
what was it?
we were talking
Putos, he says.
because again, the February 11th show.
Yeah.
Right. So Fernie's been
Might be me, Ramon, and the man inside him.
That's also about right.
It's the man in me, puto.
We should get you a shirt that says that way.
Well, speaking of shirts, Fernie's been working on our online store, right, Fernie?
Yeah, ya está, güey.
It's set up. So, Fernie, can you let them know how they could order stuff?
No, yeah. So by the time you listen to this, it should be live. Just go to the website chicanoshuffle.com. There'll be a little menu. It should say shop. And SAS.
All right. So,
¿Qué más quieres, güey?
No,
no.
está in the shop section.
Si quieres, te explico how you put it in the shopping cart, pones tu credit card.
and you know.
Ya no, ¿qué más quieres, güey?
Give them a credit card that they can use. Them.
No, that's all right. So, while we were doing this, he was asking for little phrases, you know. And I started remembering. I don't know. Do you guys remember growing up the consafos?
Yeah, I remember the consafos.
Yeah. CS.
That's the CS and shit. So,
did you see that when you went to go to the tattoo expo? They used to use that a lot.
Yeah, I saw the CS.
That's probably where he got it from.
Yeah. And that reminded me of
Good
it.
Time Charlies and all those guys.
They used to call that pinta tats. You know, because
the single needle.
Yeah, the single needle.
This guy goes to the museum. All of a sudden, is tattoo expert.
I know, right? They
We've been talking about tattoo for like a month.
I know. No, seriously.
And not one on me, eh?
Well, just that. He just got a henna, way. That's all that he wanted. He's testing the waters.
¿Cómo se ve? I got a henna on my inside thighs.
I remember when I was in junior high. I remember getting the thumbtacks and then poking the pen.
Ink?
Yeah, and then doing me either the vida loca on the
Estás cabrón, güey.
on that one, pero nunca quedaba. Or si no me hacía the chuco, the
nunca
chuco
quedabas
cross.
que le hacía. Ay, güey.
Casi no.
Ay.
Oh, duele. Or si no me hacía the chuco cross on the other one.
Yeah.
You know, the little cross with the three little lights that like it was shining.
Pues esa era the CS.
The consafos,
they used to put a cross. Well, the Good Time Charlie guys.
Yeah.
That was their...
that was the chuco cross.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So then I'm
Was that
like...
before or after you ended up under a mailbox, way?
This was before. This was before.
Ya se te pasó.
Yeah, se me quitó. Yeah, like, the cholo life is not... I don't even, like... Dale gracias a Dios que no me quiso hacer el teardrop, güey.
Fuck, güey.
Imagínate, güey.
Fuck, dude.
It's been more than a
Mamá would have been, ¿por qué estás llorando? No.
Tienes una hormiga en la cara, mijo, ven. Tienes 3 hormigas en la cara, mijo, ven.
Lávate la cara, chingado.
But then it got me thinking, like, what else? Like, what was, like, growing up? I remember we had the rifa.
The rifa,
yeah. Like, so, like, hey, Chicano Shuffle, rifa, eh?
That guy's ready to throw putazos over there.
Yeah, I know, eh.
Or, you know, like...
You lived in a rough neighborhood.
I know. Or, you know, like, what was, like... Hey, man, do you know the fucking puto is looking for you? A ratos with that, eh?
I don't have time for that shit.
I remember that was like that. A ratos with that, eh?
Oh, shit.
It's that Chicano accent.
But then, a while back, at work, and Fernie and I were like, I think we were like not the thuggiest, but what were we, dude? The more in tune with the.
You mean in Santa Monica?
Yeah.
Well, no, it was the thing I think we talked about before where you show up and there's a couple other heads that look like Latinos, Chicanos, and you'd be, hey, ¿qué pasó, paisa? Woo, ¿qué onda, güey?
What's up, Bones?
I don't speak Spanish.
And they're like, ay, dispensa.
What'd you say?
Even the few dudes that spoke Spanish, I remember I was like, ¿qué pasó, paisa? Yeah, so where are you working today, bro?
Yeah,
I'm like, what?
You're blowing their cover away?
It took me like 6 months to fucking crack them to fucking...
Wow.
It took a while.
It's crazy.
There's a couple dudes.
There's a couple. And then Fernie and I started doing like, hey, mija, you like techno?
Oh, that's what you're leading to, yeah. Pa todo, güey.
Pa todo, güey. Like, we'll be rolling up or like we'll see somebody down the street like, hey, mija, you like techno? To the point that there's a couple of guys there that transfer to the departments.
they still say that?
Yeah, we'll still say that. We'll be like, hey, mija. And they're like, yes, I like techno.
They already know. You got to get a new language.
Hey, if it ain't broken, why fix it?
Wow, they already know the answers.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, wait. So fucking. So
That's always a weird one, no? Like, you try to speak Spanish. Well, I try to speak Spanish because I want to practice it.
You don't speak it that often?
To people that I meet.
Okay.
I want to speak Spanish to practice it, but then they speak English to me because they don't want to answer in Spanish. So nobody's getting. I can't practice it, way.
But they're trying to practice their English, way.
Yeah, they're trying to practice.
So it's like okay, well, you get the practice today.
Tú le sigues en español and they'll continue in English.
I'll have to talk in Spanish showering and shit because I want to get my Spanish in, way.
Fucking pon Juan Gabriel cuando te estás bañando, güey.
Yeah. Déjalo descansar en paz, güey.
No.
¿Por qué no lo dejas descansar en paz ya, güey?
He's going to talk about the balazos again.
Yeah, the party you had 2 weeks ago. Se echaron a Juan Gabriel. Déjalo descansar, güey. ¿Por qué se lo echaron, güey? I was listening to, I forgot what comedian he was talking about how, like, he's like, you know what? You got to let people that die rest. What the fuck's up with these people? Like, my mom's watching me over heaven. Let her fucking rest. She's probably in a fucking sewing class in heaven, and you want her to take time from that class to watch you fucking play softball because my mom's watching over me.
Let her fucking rest.
Let her fucking rest. Why are you still putting her to work?
Which reminds me, we had one of the compa from Texas hit us up on, what was it, Instagram? Like, he's like, give a topic on what was our.
Was it Facebook?
Was it
Facebook? I think so. Yeah, Facebook
doesn't
matter. One of them.
Like, what was our thought on life after death?
Life after death, yeah.
I've been thinking about that.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, because I'm like, fuck, I don't know. I mean,
what did you come up with?
Well,
I think we need a nice song to complement your answer. Where there's nothing that
on your fucking list right there.
There's nothing that you can talk about life while we fucking put up some jams with. Just in case we don't agree, we still got the jam in our heads
to make things less than comfortable with.
There you go. All right, Ramon. So you've been thinking about the afterlife?
So fucking so I was thinking about it, and the only thing I could come up with, it's when you're gone, you're gone. I mean, yeah, we grow up as Catholics. At least I grew up as Catholic.
Yeah.
That if you're a good person, you're gonna be in heaven.
Yeah.
And if you weren't, you're gonna be in hell.
Yeah. And if not, ahí en el medio.
Oh yeah.
What if you're neutral? What if you're neutral?
If you're neutral, then you end up in purgatory.
Oh shit.
Which you're not really in heaven, but you're not really in hell, sino todo lo contrario.
But what about all the good things I did when I was alive, man?
Yeah, they don't count? It depends though. There's like loopholes. Okay. I think like if you did them with.
There's one major loophole.
There's one major loophole.
There is one major loophole. If you're in your last breath, pides perdón.
Everything's good.
Oh shit! But you can't have pride. When you die, you can't have pride.
But you have to be from all sincerity and all heart, and also really be repentant or repent of what you have done in your life.
Yeah.
That's the loophole. At that moment, you're like last minute, you're like, I'm sorry.
That's their way.
No, but I mean, I guess I do believe there's a heaven and hell.
You think it breaks down into that?
Well, I mean, that's what I was brought up with, and I haven't experienced a near life death.
Near-death experience.
Near-death experience.
Yeah, you have. We just talked about it when we almost died.
Not in the sense of like the fucking, I'm eating a taco, my heart stops, fucking.
You see a light?
I see
There's
the light.
Lady, a British lady that did like a little study where of like people on the operating table that say they have that near-death experience where like, oh, I was watching myself from above, la chingada.
Yeah.
She put like playing cards on top of like the monitors, like the EKGs and all that arriba.
Yeah.
So if you're floating above and you're like, oh, I was watching everything.
Yeah.
And no one ever saw the cartita.
Oh, okay. Yeah. See?
Oh, fucking A. Hey, but what about that,
And that, I don't know if it was that study or there's another one que también like they caught like 90 people that actually had like that fucking se murieron. Or
Yeah, they transitioned.
That the people that actually ended up dying, pues like they came back, but then from whatever they had another heart attack, ponle encima y se murieron.
Yeah.
Like the people that are closest to actually dying, didn't have shit. Most of them didn't have shit. And the people that they're having like some operation because it was serio, but they never came close to dying because somehow those people fucking had like 60% of them had like a near-death experience. But they never were like close to dying. They were just having like a serious...
They never saw that they had a flush or a royal flush or poker or anything.
No, well, I think that was before that card.
But isn't there, I mean, also this study where like apparently when someone's on their deathbed and they actually pass away, the minute they pass away, they drop weight. What is it, 17 grams?
Oh, the grams, yeah.
That people can associate that to your soul. That's the weight of
apparently
your
that
soul.
your soul left and that your soul weighs 17 grams.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Yeah, there's a lot of, they've done studies and there's a lot of shit that's mysterious. Like they still can't understand, or other people shit that they come back from and they say this that they can't explain and shit, but.
Yeah, so some people might have a different experience. Some people might see the light. Some people say that, you know what, they talk to their grandparents or their parents or
it's
or
different, right? To different people.
It could be subconsciously, or maybe at that moment it's I don't know if it's guilt, or maybe you just need some reaffirmation and your brain finds a way of giving it to you at that moment.
Yeah.
Where they say, hey, you're fucking up your life, puto.
Yeah.
Well,
cámbiale, güey.
Well, the body emits like endorphins and chemicals at the point prior to death. So you feel
that's what people like the science says that like the ones where you see your familiar or something.
Yeah.
They attribute it to that, to endorphins, though, and your brain makes it up.
Yeah.
The ones that they're not sure is sometimes like people have that near-death experience thing.
Yeah.
And the doctor and the nurse will be having some kind of conversation.
And they can hear it.
And somehow like, or like con lo que están diciendo in between, like se murieron, they're doing all their emergency shit, and somehow like people recall like that whole thing, and they're like, wait, that's not possible. Way.
Yeah, exactly. It's weird, way.
So it's not like the thing with your familia. The thing with your familia, they say it's almost for sure the endorphins. But
so do you think about it, Ramon? Is that something that you think about like on a daily? Like what happens when I die?
When I die?
Yeah.
No,
not on a daily, but like a regular.
You know what I do think about when I die? When I die, what? So I was watching this.
¿Qué corrido vas a querer, güey?
No. No, I was watching this Netflix movie about the guy Doug Kinney, the one that started the National Lampoon's magazine.
I started watching that one last night.
The movie?
Yeah, the Something Stupid and
it's not a documentary, it's a movie.
No,
it's a movie. Is that the one where they're like in Harvard and he's like narrating as an old man?
Yeah. But ¿cómo se llama? Something futile.
Gesture, a futile gesture, or
something stupid and a futile gesture and a futile.
A futile and stupid gesture.
There we go. A futile and stupid gesture. There we go.
It was a pretty funny movie.
No, but it's really interesting, right? And I mean, I don't want to spoiler or anything, but there's sometimes during that movie, this guy was all into comedy.
Yeah. I
love a good laughter. I have my limits. There's certain things that I'll joke about and some things that I don't, only because I'm not that I'm not that hardcore with it. Me vale madre, I want to offend everybody, just as long as I find it funny. You know, some things I do, but whatever. But then I was thinking, like, I'm like, dude, if and when I pass away, because I know I'm gonna die.
Yeah,
I know.
Well, that's we can't agree on a lot that but we could agree that we're all gonna die.
Yeah, that one we are.
That's the only thing true in life.
One of us is not gonna cheat it.
No, we're
to
all,
tell the truth,
right? Unless we become vampires.
I don't even know about this.
Even then,
the fucking taxes and death, mama. No, puro death.
Yeah, death is for sure.
Yeah,
pura muerte, güey.
Death is for sure. But if
death
I do,
and taxes, that's what it is. No,
I don't.
Yeah, we can guarantee that.
I want my funeral. Or what? I guess I don't know if I'm such a attention hog or anything, but I want my
Probably.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
I want the parlor or wherever it's at to be packed. I want people laughing and telling stories that mis pendejadas or moments or whatever.
Damn, bro.
There's gonna be people crying. Yeah, there's gonna be people talking about like, you know, maybe a good gesture that I did. Not that I think of myself I'm like a saint or anything, but I know that there's gonna be a lot of stories, whether it's a funny one, whether it's a sad one, whether it's a stupid one or anything. But there's a lot of things that I've done in this life that has impacted people, and I want that to be, as long as that's still remembered. That's how I know I'm gonna still be alive.
Damn, bro.
You know,
Pretty deep. Yeah.
my body might be gone. That's another one though. Do I want to get buried or want to get cremated? Because all of a sudden, cremating is an in thing.
Yeah, Ramon, you're pretty vain, way. There's a quote. I forgot who it is. I can't quote them, but they say that the only thing that vague people hear is compliments. That's how you way.
Sounds about right.
Pinche Ramon quiere pinche reventón, way.
Yeah.
Get reventón. He wants everybody to tell their story, way.
Yeah, I know.
Fuck yeah, dude. Like, fucking, if you want to go throw a little show up there, like, let's just say you go up there and you're like, hey, you know what? I remember when I was with Ramon and shit, and we were cruising and we were listening to this fucking jam, you know?
Oh, shit.
Fuck yeah. Eh? And I'm just playing these songs because I have them already ready. That's why.
These are your party mates.
You know, so you could tell the story while this is playing in the background and be like, yeah, fuck yeah, Ramon knew how to party, eh? You know? Ramon had a good fucking.
But what is it? I mean, obviously, it might make you happy, but what's the whole, like, for having so much people, like praise you when you're
No,
dead?
not praise me. Not praise me, because there's nothing to praise me.
Okay.
It's just
you
be
want
there
them
for my
together.
family. Be there for my family, and see how many people have, like, everybody. The only common thing that's gonna be right there is gonna be me, right? But how many stories can you share, or how is it that you met Ramon? And then from there, maybe new friendships might start.
That's a go away. Fuck. I fucking.
Se murió, no me pagó.
Should I bring that up or what?
Ese way ate my last fucking hot pocket. Se chingó my last cup of noodles, hijo de la chingada.
What do you think about that, Fernando? As far as the afterlife?
I think the afterlife, no sé. I think
That's what he was referring to, right?
Yeah,
Afterlife?
life after death.
Life after death.
I don't know. I think it goes fucking just black way, which kind of depresses me. But I mean, there's no evidence either way, you know?
Yeah.
And like heaven and hell sounds, I mean, at least to me, it sounds kind of ridiculous, you know?
Yeah.
Which doesn't mean, I don't know. No se sabe. Like, you can't prove it or disprove it.
Exactly. Who's right?
And I guess this is where the age-old question, or most of the religions or faiths depend on it. It's actually faith. You know,
faith,
blind faith. You know, you have to have faith that.
But faith's a pretty vague word, way.
I mean, if I had to go with something, I'd prefer like the Buddhist one, where like you come back, like your soul, like
Shit, what would you come back as, or what would you want to come back as?
It doesn't matter. It just means like your spirit, your soul just moves on to something else. You know? So because if you wanna really break it down to like fucking exactly what we're made out of, the energy that we're made out of, you can't destroy it. So it's like Fernando says, you turn into something. You can't destroy it, way. You can. There's no. If that's where science and religion, that's where science and religion kind of don't agree with it, because like Fernando said, I agree with him more than your heaven or hell
or purgatory,
Oh,
whatever.
yeah, those three levels.
But the energy that we're made out of, you can't destroy. Where so we have to morph into something, or we have to
that energy. Yeah, disperses and it might be spread out.
And maybe that might explain.
It's like water, way. Like there's never more or less water. There's just this much water in the world. And that's it.
And then whatever we lose, it condensates, and then then it drops.
Yeah, like
and then it comes back.
The level of water on Earth has always been the same. Will always be the same way because it's just a giant cycle. So whether you drink it, it ends up fucking back. If it evaporates, it goes up and comes back as rain. Like the level of water has never changed. With it doesn't disappear. Like that's what it is. Same thing with the energy, like you're saying. Like your energy thing. It goes somewhere.
Exactly. We're more complicated. I mean, people don't understand the what we're made out of. I mean, there's something called quantum entanglement, and that signifies.
He's getting
deep.
That signifies that we're able to exist in two different places at the same time, according to the energies and everything.
Is that almost like the string theory?
What's the string theory?
The string, no, es otro
pedo, ¿verdad?
Es otro pedo, but same thing is saying that quantum entanglement also are like those big theories where they're big fucking theories. Right?
So it's a little more complex than it's just like white or black way. I mean, that's when you start. Okay, do you believe more in the science part of it, or do you believe more in like a religious approach to it?
Pero también porque I mean, I don't want to talk shit about the fucking los religiosos, pero...
It's not talking shit with it. It's your personal opinion.
But por decir, like, the heaven and hell thing and the purgatory in the middle, like, there's stuff... Look at how polarizing everything is now. Like, those religiosos that are all fucking bunch of hypocrites now.
Yeah.
All these religious people are now hypocrites. They preach this and this and this, but they preach this and this and this against someone else.
Yeah.
When... I thought that was not Christian.
That's not very Catholic-like or Christian-like.
Yeah, you can believe this and this and this, but you don't fucking... throw it onto other people and force it and do.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like the dudes, like you go on YouTube and there's all kinds of videos of dudes like yelling at gay people and fucking talking shit and being very vulgar and very fucking mean and saying some crazy shit way.
Yeah.
Because they're religious and you're like, you think that's what fucking your Jesus and your fucking God wanted? This is what they're talking about in the Bible?
Exactly.
That's not what they're talking about, way. That's just hypocrite. So same thing, like with the heaven, who's to say the fucking heaven and hell and because these choices and it doesn't make sense.
But the thing is that the word faith is hijacked by religion entities because faith is associated with Jesus, but you can have faith in things that don't include a religious character. Faith is not just
no. I know that you can use faith in everything. Like have faith in like have faith that Esteban's gonna be not insulting today. But or have faith that Stefan's not going to say fuck passion.
Yeah.
You know?
But I could always get into shit. Because that's not, I can't control how you feel about it. But what I'm saying is like, it's not really fair as a person that has faith that I need to ask for forgiveness in the moment of death, or I can't go somewhere just because my allegiance isn't to a religious character. I mean, What strike me, what kind of turns me off about religion is that I feel like, in my personal opinion, religion is something that's fueled by fear. If you do this, you do that. If you go here, you'll get that. Fear is such a negative word. Why is that like the main focus of like?
I think it's meant to keep people in line. You know, it's like growing up. We're always told like no sex before marriage, right? And because it's a sin. But I think they started doing that just to try to keep people in line and not to enjoy sex. Sex is beautiful. Sex is wonderful. Shit, it's amazing. Yeah. But irresponsibly, I could see why they started this whole freaking fear and anti-sex campaign just to keep people in check, make sure that everybody's in line and that you're not starting having, freaking ancient Rome where everybody's having orgies just like crazy. Al rato salen con pinches, warts up in their fucking toes or whatever.
You don't go all Genghis Conway.
All of us have fucking all the illegitimate children. They're not, just to try to keep. I guess that's how it started. Well, not started, but that was the foundation of it, just to keep everybody in line and check. And eventually, it became, it's a norm now.
I just think they're a bunch of hypocrites now.
But fear way, they say it like nonchalant, like, yeah, it's just meant to keep you. But psychologically, what that does to a human is you live your life in fear. You can't do that. See, I don't think they really understand the psychological impact of saying something like that. Telling your kid, vente pa acá porque ese señor te va a agarrar. That creates a fear in your head.
Yeah, then you start getting, and sometimes it's, ¿cómo te digo? If you think about it.
Yeah.
Fernie, you have kids, right?
Yeah.
And aren't you going to tell your kids, hey, don't go with any fucking stranger. Porque te van a robar. And then you're not going to see mom and dad. That's putting fear on the kid. ¿Para qué? Para que no sean confiados y que se los lleven.
Fear was a high motivator for like evolution way. So está cabrón. You can't just...
Yeah, exactly. So there is a pro and there is con to fear. There's pros and cons. That pro keeps your kid, no se lo roban, especially with this high trafficking. Have you heard of all the missing teenagers in fucking Southgate and East Los?
Yeah, a lot of people.
No, but now it's like, not maybe because of social media, but I was looking at it, they're like, there's a lot of kids from Southgate, HP, teenagers, boys and girls, especially like a lot of boys.
Yeah.
They're getting kidnapped and they're going missing. And, it's this whole high trafficking.
So it's an epidemic, man.
No, it's fucking, it's probably an epidemic, but it's a trend now.
Yeah.
Where everybody's getting fucking hijacked, and maybe it's easier to fucking take the young boys, Una mija rolls up, like, with her fucking ranfla bumping the fucking jams, they say. Like, hey, mijo, you like freestyle?
Well, the trafficking is a huge industry, way that exists in the dark web, and
exactly,
and entities like or currencies like Bitcoin and stuff like that.
That's right.
Why'd you point at Fernie?
Because he has $1 million in Bitcoins. No, because he knows more about Bitcoins than I do. So I just know from an outside perspective.
If anything, fear has kept people in check. Fear has kept people in safe, but at the same time, it's kept people from
psychologically. I understand what fear does, as it's not meant to be something bad, but psychologically, it develops. And I understand. I mean, I'm not a parent, but I understand why he would tell his kids this and that.
No, but I think you need fear. But I think in context of what you're saying, like that religion does things like fear-based. There's a lot of fear-based like teachings in religion.
Yeah.
I think that's what he's trying to say. But overall, like humanity, fear has shaped the way like we've evolved. So you need fear, but you don't need religion to give me more fear. Add fear on top of fear.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Impure thoughts, you're going to go to hell. No mames, way.
Yeah. No, that's why I mean, like, personally, like, I don't agree with fear in that sense.
He says it should be more of a positive message.
That's exactly.
It should, but now everything, the way everything's already entwined, it's already set in stone. It's
the priorities in religion is not, in my opinion, it's not, they're not prioritizing where it should be. I mean, I used to go to a fucking Catholic church all the time when I was a kid. And I've never, everything was focused on what we're going to do when we're dead, not as humans in the current state. And I feel like look, this is an example. One time I was working at the airport and this lady was like, ¿pa qué te haces tantos tatuajes? Dios no te dio ese templo. He didn't give you your temple so you can put tattoos on you. What are you doing with your temple? God didn't create your fucking body so you can put tattoos on it. And I was just very respectful. I was like, okay, I'm going to just stay quiet right now. And this lady was on her break. She had a nice double fucking Big Mac fries. But this is what it is, You gotta preach shit that's real.
Yeah.
Soda, fucking the super size. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I'm doing this to my temple. Yeah, I guess I'll be fucking thrown to the wolves when I die. I was like, okay, well, let's talk about temples. What are you doing to your temple? You're feeding yourself a hamburger, fries, and a soda. God didn't decide your body to be abused that way. Why are you judging me for how I'm abusing my body when you don't look at yourself? Like, do you realize what you're doing to yourself? Do you realize that whatever you're going through, depression or it could be associated to your nutrition? You're not extending your life by doing that to your temple. Why are you judging me for my temple? And she didn't really like that I said that. But
calling her a hypocrite.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what it comes down to. I go to religion. I go to church, and they try to sell me some fucking food back there. I don't see anything healthy. I don't see these people teaching their followers that you need to respect your temple. You can't put that in your body. You can't do this. What are you doing?
But this sounds to me as nachos, though.
Stay away.
That's why I don't agree with it, because there's
the same thing that I'm saying.
There's way more than what if I sometimes recap what's gonna happen to my life when I die. I'm taking a little bit of happiness from my day to think of what I have no control over. So I don't think about death way. I don't think what's gonna happen to me in my afterlife, because a lot of people spend their whole lives worrying about what's going to happen to their afterlife that don't focus on enjoying the life that they have at the moment.
You know,
worrying about other people's afterlife.
Yeah, exactly.
Or other people's soul, or other people's. I've always had this, and it's if anything, I've always tried to live by the golden rule,
which is
treat others as you want to be treated, right?
Yeah.
And with that, you can't do any wrong. If I want to be treated like an asshole, if I want to be treated like a victim or anything, then that's how I'm treating people.
Yeah.
So I treat people as the best as I can, the happiest I can, the most. I try to be very diplomatic, non-controversial, hear them out. Listen to them, be helpful, be a lending ear or a shoulder or whatever.
Conflict-free diamonds over here.
It is, but you know what? I'm the same way, Ramon.
But there's sometimes where like if I can't help or if I can't, then I'm just like, that's when I'll be like, you know what? There's nothing else I can do to help you.
¿Cómo has crecido?
¿Cómo te cambió el norte, güey? But you know what the key is to that, Ramon, is that's where I kind of work on myself too. Is the golden rule, but the thing is that you have to really live by it. And if you say you treat people the way you want to be treated, the problem with that philosophy sometimes, Ramon, is that you treat people the way you want to be treated, but when they don't treat you the same way, it hurts. And you take it personal. I'm not saying you personally.
Oh, okay. I'm not like,
relax, bro.
Relax,
bro. I'm saying that's why that theory is a little sketchy, because people don't understand that if you treat people the way you want to be treated and they don't reciprocate that action, don't get offended. And
my simple answer for that would be just think about Christmas, putos.
No.
How many of you have gone your way out to get somebody a good present, or really, just because it's a holiday or whatever, but when you get something in return, you don't get exactly what you gave.
Yeah.
But maybe the thought that you got it or whatever, maybe you did, and it's just like I'm not doing it to receive it, but I'm doing it because I like to do it. And I like to treat people the way I want to get treated. I know I'm not going to get treated that way.
Yeah.
I know they're going to treat me differently. I know they're going to judge me or lo que sea. But for me, if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it the way I want to be treated. Mm-hmm. I'm not doing it in expectations to get treated the same way.
Yeah.
I'm truth and honest about that.
Yeah.
I could be patient with you. I could be this and that. But you are not going to give me that same tolerance or that same kind of respect you're showing, because you are you.
Yeah. But I think that's where people fuck up.
Yeah, that's where people fuck up.
Is they say,
if the person is not ready.
They say, I want to treat people the way I want to get treated. And then when they don't treat them the way they treat them, it's the end of the world.
They're heartbroken.
So then why are you doing that? That's what my question is when people do that. Then why are you being a good person? To receive the same treatment? It should be to make you feel good about what you're doing and not need somebody's validation for your action. That's why I don't agree with social media. If I do something good, I don't need people to validate that it was good. I keep that inside. When I journal at home and it asks me, what 3 amazing things that happened today, that's where I vent. Nobody needs to know. Nobody needs to know. And I feel like people do it for validation. People do it to be accepted. And I didn't want to assume that that's what you meant when you die, that you want people to validate your life.
No.
But I have to make it clear as to what's going on.
It sounded like
No, I just want people to share their stories and like, you know what?
It sounded like
probably, you know what? It might be. I just don't. If people are gonna go, yes, there's gonna be sad people.
Yeah, I
know my family will be sad and everything. There's some gonna go just to make an appearance.
Yeah,
some will be like, fuck, I don't want to be a dick or anything.
Yo voy a ir con el pinche boombox and the weekends were made for fun.
Oh no, entra con la de Living in Video. Transact.
So it's very dangerous to people to focus their whole life in what's gonna happen after.
Yeah, just live life.
Live life, dude.
Live the moment. Don't start focusing on how,
I've had moments where I sat down and focused.
We all do. We're humans, way.
If you have children, if you have a family, be responsible. If you have property, do a will. Because most likely is you think you're doing them good by just letting them split it up. People are savages. Everybody's gonna think they're entitled to this or entitled to that.
Yeah.
Make it clear. This is your last wishes. This is what you want. Y ya. ¿Qué van a hacer? They're gonna argue with you. You're dead.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, it happens. And then the family will fight it off. Well, look, just make it easy. If you have property, you have this. Fucking make sure that you're specific.
Para que quede mal el muerto, güey.
Para que quede mal el muerto, ya estás muerto. Fuck it. But be responsible. If you don't have life insurance, get it.
Yeah.
You know, because you don't want to put another burden on your family.
Hey, do we have a life insurance sponsor? What's happening?
No, I'm just saying.
The Cholo insurance.
Cholo insurance, remember? Okay, what is the second, the third episode?
Right away, fucking
way
get life
back.
insurance.
I know, fucking like 20-something episodes ago.
Get a good policy.
You know, just be smart. There's a lot of people that, you know, just make sure that you get your life sorted out, you get everything done. Because we don't know what's going to happen. Let your family know if you want to get buried or cremated. If you want your organs donated or not. If you want them to pull the plug or fucking keep you alive as much as they can.
Yeah, I keep getting asked this question. What happens if they want the plug? I don't know.
I know Ramon's already selling an affiliate fucking link of life insurance.
Look, I've told my mija, and I already told my mija and my I think it was my sister or the bitch of my cousin.
You telling them it's not a will. I heard you need a will.
But they have
it in writing.
They have an idea already of what I want.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But sometimes
I want the cool cats playing when I die.
Sometimes that gets sketchy, right? Like my girlfriend's family, they had a loss in their family, and the person wanted to be cremated, but that was what they put in their will. I want to be cremated.
Oh, they put it in the will.
Yeah, but one of the aunts or some shit is Muslim, and that's against what she thinks. So she's trying to stop what this dead person's wishes. She's trying to create conflict over. Well, we can't cremate her. Like that's not the way to do things. So even then, that's when you find out that you really don't have control. Like
it's like I was watching what is that show called? The one from Friends. Episodes. The show's called Episodes. Yeah. And there's one where his fucking dad dies, but he has the wife now, or like it's not his wife, it's his girlfriend and his wife, but they're separated, right? But the lady, because she's religious, won't get the divorce. But he dies, and one of them saying, "Oh, send me the body," and the other saying, "No, he has to come with me," and you have to cremate them, and he's like, "No, se están peleando." And it's in his will too. He wants to be cremated. Yeah. So the guy's like, hey, well, he wants to be cremated. Okay, well, man, send me the ashes. No, send me the ashes. And he ends up sending like 2 fake ashes, one to each way.
Oh, shit. Well, that's the other one, because I'm like, if I get cremated, I'm like, maybe.
That was a horrible story, by the way. Sorry.
No, it's not.
Let's just say I decided to go cremated. Yeah. Because I guess part of the Catholic.
Did I miss that one? Did I miss that one in the pinche? You can't get cremated?
No. It's not that you can't get cremated, but according to the Catholic, just the Apostles' Creed, you know, when the day of judgment comes.
Is that like Assassin's Creed?
No.
Ramon's throwing some knowledge, right?
No, and it even says it, because that's your faith in the prayer. The Apostles' Creed or the Creed is your faith in a nutshell. Yeah, that's what you believe. Yeah, right. So when the day of judgment comes, you will all rise from the dead and be judged, righteously. Right, so if you're cremated, how the fuck are you gonna raise up? There's no bones. There's nothing.
They don't mean physically.
I know, but you know.
Ni que fueras Jesucristo.
I always take that literal, and that's why I was always in between the crossroads. I'm like,
I'm not carrying you to no cave, way.
I know.
You know, but
and we're gonna roll a giant piedra.
That's one of those things that everybody has their own like philosophy of death and what's gonna happen.
So if I get cremated, let's just say I go that route.
Yeah.
I'm going to make sure that a little bit of me gets in a little vial and goes to you putos and to family and everything, so that, you know.
I don't need that.
I don't need that responsibility.
No. You can put me a little altar, or you can put me somewhere like, cuando vayas a darte una peda, or let's just say it's my birthday and you can't come down and celebrate it. You fucking go to a bar, me llevas contigo, te echas una chela.
No, in una peda, that might go awry, güey.
You might mix it with some coke like Keith Richards did for his dad's ashes.
Oh, shit.
Apparently, the urban legend is that Keith Richards, the guitar player from the Rolling Stones, got his dad's ashes and mixed it with coke and did a couple of lines with it.
Pa'l jefe.
Ramon, what we have now is enough, way. There's no need to fucking, I have this, I have that. We have a podcast that hopefully is going to fucking last the test of time until fucking somebody stops paying the hosting or whatever it is that we have to pay. But listen, way, this conversation that we have right now, if it stays alive, people are going to listen to this way. Yes. This for me is enough. Yeah. I don't need fucking un tamborazo. I don't need fucking none of that.
Oh, shit. That's not a bad idea.
Tamborazo doesn't sound bad, way. Yeah. Let's gotta put it in the wheel.
I don't need none.
I put it in the wheel.
I don't need none of that, way.
I put it in the wheel.
Just as long as I don't want to get the dubs. Fuck that. You know, they let the doves go.
I'm gonna get the tamborazo and I'm gonna put in my will que lo pague el pinche tío que cae gordo, güey.
Right.
El padrino. They should have padrinos for death.
El padrino was never around.
Mi padrino de tamborazo, puto. If I die fast, if I die quick.
¿Vas a tener quinceañero o qué, güey?
No, me voy a morir, puto.
El padrino de tamborazo.
Maybe that's a new industry.
Oh, shit. You heard it first. Chicano shuffle.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Es el padrino del hearse.
Es el padrino de la paloma. Las palomas.
Tienen que ser blancas. Esos son pinches pichones.
Oh, man.
Pinta las blancas, güey. No hagas de pedo. No, pero es que Ramón dijo que blancas, güey.
No.
Me va a jalar las patas luego, güey.
I want those rollers. The fucking pigeon rollers and shit.
Let me ask you, did this guy that suggests this topic, did he give any insights of how he feels about the afterlife?
No, I guess
that was from the review. Chingón
yeah,
review.
the one
we talked about
earlier. The
earlier.
one from El Paso, Texas.
No, that wasn't there.
Yeah, it was there.
It was on Facebook.
Or whatever. Somebody fucking threw it out.
Don't associate that to the person on.
Oh, that's right.
It was on Facebook.
Okay. We get so many reviews. I got confused.
Yeah, it wasn't the El Paso.
Yeah, it was some other person. Renee, I think. I don't know.
Oh.
No, not.
Yeah, no, sorry. But that was his thing. Because he also told us that he might send us a douchey. There's a douchey.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what people. Maybe this can be a discussion, man. I mean, I'm curious to see how people think about the afterlife and
see what they are. I mean, is your good actions, your good deeds, and everything's gonna go,
Yeah.
Is it gonna be worth it, or do you think that you're the type of person that you are and you deserve to go to heaven, or do you deserve to go to hell, or do you go to or what's your thing? Do you reincarnate, or do you just come back as another creature, or you just stay floating around in the house haunting the people that move in because you're a fucking asshole?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
it's all there. I just
There's you guys heard of Don Miguel Ruiz?
No.
He's he preaches a lot of Tolteca ancient wisdom, the Toltecas, way.
Okay.
And ese güey está cabrón, güey, to have that mentality, to get to a place where you view life in a sense where he views life. Where he had I think he had heart problems, and he was on his deathbed, and ya se estaba muriendo, güey. He was pretty much dying. He had his kids around him, and everybody was crying, and somehow he got the courage to fucking chew them out. Like right before he passed, he didn't pass away, but right before he was right before he was about to pass away, he looks around and is essentially is his deathbed at that point.
Yeah.
His kids crying, everybody's crying, and he fucking snaps out of it for a little bit, and he's like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Like, your tears, in my eyes, your tears are selfish, because the only reason that you're crying is because you're not gonna have me again. We're not gonna do this. I'm not gonna be there for what you want. You're not giving me my transition. You're not letting me go to my path. You're crying because you're selfish. You're crying because you're thinking, I'm not going to have my dad. We're not going to go here. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do this anymore. And he's like, that's a very selfish act. And he fucking chewed everybody out in his supposedly deathbed. Where he obviously survived, but that's it.
That was awkward.
Yeah, no. But that's
next day in breakfast.
But see, when you get into like the philosophies and how people think, he views crying as a selfish act. When you break up with somebody and you're crying, the only reason that he feels you're crying is because you're not going to do this. You're not going to do that anymore with this person. You're not going to share these memories.
That's going a little far away, because you can't.
That's what I'm saying, way. Yeah. But this is when people, where people, this is where they're at, where
some people see crying as a weakness. Some people see, sharing your
analyze it though. When you're crying when somebody breaks up with you, why are you crying? Analyze his,
I'm not saying it's not.
But analyze his philosophy.
I'm not saying it's wrong, but I'm saying if he's saying don't cry because it's selfish, yeah, of course it's selfish. But if you don't go through that whole crying and just bottle it up or just fucking go past it, it's not going to help you either way.
But if you accept death, it's like you're saying, there's people that are going to be crying when easy. I die. There's people that are going to be laughing.
Yeah.
What makes the difference between the people that are
laughing? It's the way they interpret.
I've been to places where people are having a good time. They're accepting that it happened. It's not laughing like este culero se murió.
No.
But people aren't fucking downers.
A lot of people see it.
Now we can have our separate podcast.
I know, right?
Yeah.
No. So I've been to funerals where everybody inside, they're all sad, right? And then they're like, they got the music or whatever, or they're like checking, or visiting the muertito. And then the people on the outside, they're fucking talking, chanting it up, catching up.
Yeah.
Catching up. They're socializing and everything. That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Get together. Maybe no se han visto en un chingo de tiempo, and it's that funeral, my funeral, that they fucking come back and you know what? Let's get this shit back together.
Yeah. So essentially,
let's get the band back together.
Essentially, those people that you want, that without knowing, that's pretty much what he feels is the right mentality.
Okay.
Is to not cry because I'm not. Just because you have to. You know what? Wait, death is one of those things that we all have to go through.
Don't get me wrong. I want you putos to cry. I want you to fucking casi te avientas en la pinche taur, güey.
I'm just saying it's not a bad thing. I mean, it's not like a bad thing, and I don't think it's a bad thing, güey.
Yeah.
I mean, you have everybody responds to things differently, and if that's what you do, then that's what you do.
But when you accept death, way, and you live like death is a natural state, then that's easily more kind of a mentality that you have. Then when you're afraid of dying and you're afraid of this person being taken away from you, you know?
I mean,
that's when those feelings come in.
But you could almost flip that on its head, way. And say, por decir, if my dad passes away y me vale madre and all I care about me isn't selfish in the way.
It's not about me vale madre, way. We talked about the selfish thing right back when you thought I was being selfish, remember?
No, but I'm saying you can take that argument and flip it a little bit, and you'd also be selfish to be outside just fucking partying it up y te vale madre lo que está pasando adentro. That's a whole other. That's a whole other person.
You're being disrespectful, yeah.
But I'm saying, how do you distinguish those two people outside?
Yeah,
I don't see that.
How do you distinguish the dude outside that is accepting death, and how do you distinguish that guy from the guy que no le importa?
But why is it our job, or why should we distinguish what?
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you're bringing up that one guy, and he's making he's distinguishing people
because he's saying that.
I'm saying you can flip that on its head and say the opposite. Mm-hmm. The dude of the three dudes outside, maybe uno no le importa, and that's why he's outside.
He's just there for the.
How do you distinguish those three? Same thing, like from the people crying inside. How do you distinguish this person just doing it being at self?
But if you have to distinguish, then you're not letting the person be the person.
But you're putting. That's what I'm saying. That what that guy's saying is just putting a label, and it makes sense. It's right.
No, but that's just his philosophy.
Yeah.
He's not. It's not. I mean, I don't. That's where people fuck up, is when they feel like they have to.
Ay, güey, pinche Ramon is laughing at my muerte.
He's laughing at death.
I'm laughing because, but like, let's just say when I die, güey, I want a taquero there because that's how I roll, people.
Hey, that's not a bad idea. Put it in your will, güey.
I know, I will. I'm going to tell them how to cover that one. Yeah. All right, listen, I don't mean to cut the shit down, but I think we got to cut the time. It's a good topic.
Ya estamos largos, güey.
Yeah. And
we're going into doblados.
Again, it's Super Bowl, so I don't know who won. Or who lost, or whatever, but me vale madre. Go Raiders.
Well, I hope the Patriots.
It's still Rams now, puto.
I don't follow.
The Rams are down the street.
I mean, the Chargers, no?
Dude, you're like those fucking people that go for the Yankees, way. Never been in New York in their life.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
I'm not saying you.
Go Borregos.
I hope the Patriots win. For obvious reasons.
We have financial investments.
I have financial investments on the Patriots.
Oh, my goodness.
So I care about what's going on with.
All right, well, I've been trying this new little thing and see if it works. I don't know if you guys like it, but I like to do a little rundown.
No.
All right? Really quick, before we finish this podcast, hey, if you're going to go cruising, make sure you have the right jams, all right? Freestyles and oldies, putos. All right? Don't forget, February 11th, we have the East LA Art Walk. Sunday. From noon to 7, we'll be there. Look for us. We don't know exactly where at, but we'll be there.
Yeah.
All right, that'll be.
We'll
next
tweet
Sunday.
it out or Instagram it that day.
This Sunday coming up,
You're
February 11th.
Tweet it.
2018.
I'm sure.
2018.
I'm sure one of us will put it up there and let you guys know where we're at.
Moving on.
All right, next one.
Chop.
Online store. Go to our site. Check it out. We have a lot of good stuff in there. Help us out. Support the raza. All right. If you're gonna roll out there, rolling your ramflas, make sure you have your sound system and your switches y bien lavadito el carro.
Y aguas.
Switches for the
Holy
stitches.
shit. Remember, Consafos, Rifa, and Hey Mija. All right. And again, life after death. If you have any comments, have any insight, or you want to chime in, fucking send us your reviews. Instagram, Facebook, even on the site.
Or just comment, man.
Or just comment, you know? And don't forget, the Mote Brothers. All right? And don't forget to ask for the special and for Micah Mote. All right? And with that, I'd like to say thank you. At least I didn't get this one.
Oh my God. Was this Three's Company or what?
Oh, pues. No sé acabar esta
That
madre.
was accidental.
All right. So with that, I'd like to say this is Ramon. Thank you for listening to Chicano Shuffle. Have a good week, and I hope we made your day or week easier.
Stumble.
Bye. This is
Smooth.
All right.
Smooth.
This is Steph. You guys have a good week. And hopefully you guys tune in next week. We didn't offend anybody, did we?
Yeah,
I'm sure we did.
A whole bunch
everybody.
of fucking people.
Yeah, fuck it. We're all dying. We have something in common.
But-
At least today was a collaborative effort.
Don't take it personal, I guess.
Yeah, don't say they already know this shit.
All right.
Get rid of your fucking passion. You know all that good shit.
Fuck.
Get rid of
Passion.
your passion and your hypocrisy and everything. Yeah, fuck it.
Invest in Bitcoin.
Just couch potato with Netflix. Fuck
All
it.
right. And Fernando.
Oh, no. Well, we'll be out there on the street fucking lléguenle, güey.
Taloneándole. All right. I'm going to have Fernie 2 for 1 there.
Ah, cabrón, güey.
Fuck, güey.
I thought Ramon was the one in
Pinche
demand, güey.
Un Groupon. There's got to be a Groupon for
There's a
Ramon.
Groupon coupon? Fuck. Pues órale. Listos?
All right.
He's distracted over here.
We're out, pues.
All right, bye.
Late.
Chicano Shuffle, tomando chelas, chingando tacos, picking on stove. Chicano Shuffle, all kinds of masa. Bernie's all nervous, give him a beer. Chicano Shuffle, Esteve's an asshole, just lost some fans. Oh well, tough shit.
Oh shit.
Chicano Shuffle. Ramon's el guapo. He tells good stories. Let's interrupt.
We will.
Chicano Shuffle. We love our fans.